What is going on, guys? My name is AJ3FIFA and welcome to my brand new series FIFA 13 or FIFA 12.1. What this series will entail is a discussion about FIFA 13, whether it's just going to be a carbon copy of FIFA 12 or it's going to be a total overhaul like the difference between FIFA 11 and FIFA 12, and the features that I want to see implemented that I think will improve the game as much as possible. Some of you guys may already know, I'm actually pretty new to Ultimate Team as it didn't start till around Christmas. So what better place to start my FIFA 13 discussions than the place that I started on FIFA 12, that was Pro Clubs. The first thing I did when I got FIFA 12 was set up a pro, make a club, invite me mates, start playing some games to get them accomplishments done, get myself a decent pro so that we could win some matches. However, I did get pretty pissed off with Pro Clubs pretty quickly, as EA, when it first started off, had the difficulty level of the computer set to world class, so this was decent. We all went up front, computer defended, it wasn't too bad, it was like playing a normal game. However, they soon decided that was too much to handle for some of the noobs of FIFA, toned the difficulty level down to professional, and then we got absolutely slaughtered at the back every game because the computer turned onto retards. This brings me on to my first point about what should be changed in FIFA 13. I think it should be taken out of the game the fact that you can have an any. It's pro clubs, you're meant to control one man, and if you want to control all 11 men on the team, you should go and play a head-to-head match or an online friendly. I would consider me and my friends to be pretty good at pro clubs, but we only ever controlled our own men, so we did work well together and would score a lot of goals up front. However, we were massively disadvantaged by not having an any, because the people that we were playing against were good at defending, and we were absolutely terrible at it because the computer was controlling our defenders. There was one lad who did like to play as a centre-back, so when he was online we were considerably more solid at the back. However, if he wasn't there, we were at a massive disadvantage for not having an any and playing the game the way it was meant to be played. Now, I'm not saying that they should totally take out an any, because that would ruin some people's fun, and I might hate it, but other guys might like it, so what I'm suggesting is that they should put a search option in, like they have search filters in head-to-head to search for people with a decent DNF and stuff like that. Should put in a search option so that you can play people who haven't got any's. This would totally remove the massive debate about whether any's are good for the game or not. Some people love any's and always play as them, other people hate on them and think that they ruin the game. But if you had this search filter, everyone would be happy. The people who don't like any's don't have to play against them, and the people who love any's can still go ahead and do whatever they want. Right, all this ranting about how shit the defending is on pro clubs has brought me on to my next point. Everyone says that you should be able to upgrade your players as you go through pro clubs. So when you win a game and you get like 900 points, you should be able to spend that on upgrading one of your centre-backs tackling, one of your centre-backs pace, one of your left midfielders crossing, something like that, just so that your team gradually gets better and your pro's on all 89 and you're stuck with 60 rated retards filling the rest of the spots. However, in my opinion, playing pro clubs is about playing with 11 of your mates and all having a good time working together trying to win the game. With that in mind, when players aren't online and you haven't got 11 players playing the game, I think the members of the club should still make up the starting 11 and just be controlled by the computer. This would create a much better club dynamic where all club members are encouraged to complete accomplishments and get involved in the games so as to raise the overall club level for when other people are playing even when they're not online. I think this could be taken even further to create a wider diversity of accomplishments, so it takes a longer time to build up your pro, so it takes a while, maybe a few months before everyone's got a high rated pro and everyone's got a full team of 88, 90, 91 rated people. This would give me personally a lot more enjoyment, as I find build me pro up to be the most fun thing. When you get that accomplishment, you get that little feeling of joy that your pro's gone up and you've done something good with them today. Whereas when you've finally got there and you've got an 88 rated striker or a 91 rated goalkeeper, you've got the best pro that you can't do any of the accomplishments, sort of just playing games. And if I'm honest, I prefer Ultimate Team to pro clubs, so it sort of takes the fun out of it. Whereas, if it took me a while to get there, I'd love working towards building up that pro, and with me mates building up the team to the highest level that we possibly could be. The only thing left to say about this point is that, if you don't have 11 people in your club, you would still have to use the computer 60 rated overalls or whatever they are. So this would also encourage a lot more of a communal spirit to pro clubs. There is the transfer section now where you can go in and search people's pros who are free agents. However, rarely no one actually uses it. But if you needed 11 people in your club to make yourself a decent team, everyone would start getting involved. The better players with high ratings would be recruited more, and people would be encouraged to go and improve the pro so that they can get into a top club. Now, I've spoken a lot about improving your pro, and now I think that it should take a lot longer to get to the top level. This point is especially valid to goalkeepers. It's so easy to go and get yourself a 91 rated goalkeeper, and it's literally impossible to score past them if they make themselves the maximum height. I think this needs to be addressed. I think first of all, 91 rated goalkeeper should be toned down, so they play like a normal goalkeeper like Casillas would in any other match in FIFA. I also think that it should be harder to get yourself up to 91, as when you get there, the overpoweredness that you do get should be well earned and hard worked for. They are my two big issues with pro clubs in FIFA 12. However, there is a lot of little things that they could add in which would just generally make the game a bit more fun. You could make custom kits. The skill games that have been added, I think it'd be awesome if you could play the skill games with the rest of your team and involved a bit of teamwork to complete them when you're starting a game of pro clubs. I think the ability to be subbed off if you got to leave for your tea should be an option instead of just having your player standing there like an idiot for half an hour. I think when you're joining a lobby and all your mates are already playing a game, I think you should be able to be subbed on so that you don't have to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for them to finish so that you can get involved. Finally, something that I would like to see would be custom formations in pro clubs, just as in FIFA Ultimate Team. Although it's a little bit more difficult to do in Ultimate Team with all the chemistry links, in pro clubs it'd be perfectly fine for you to be able to devise your own formations so everyone can play in the position that they like. All these small points are just things that could spice up FIFA a little bit, so they're not massively important. However, if they don't address the big two of the absolutely terrible computer defending and the inability to upgrade your pro, and the fact that you have to play against people with NEs, as if you had to play against people with NEs and you could upgrade your players, that'd be an absolute nightmare, then I think it will be FIFA 12.1. However, if they do address them, I think it'll be a really good improvement and I would be happy to play pro clubs all the time in FIFA 13. Thanks for watching, guys. If you do agree with me, please drop this video a like. If you don't agree with me, do put in the comments what you think the improvements should be, if there should be any at all. I've been AJ3FIFA. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and stay tuned for more.